Sometimes LEDs change so fast that something announced last week is already old and no good. Not with this little light. Check it out. Hi, this is JP Morgan. Today on the Slanted Lens, we're going to review the aperture light, the 120D, which is a daylight version of the light we reviewed earlier called the 120T. Let's start by breaking this light down. First off, it's got a Bowens mount. The Bowens mount is a bayonet mount that is fabulous because it matches so many modifiers that I already have. So that Bowens mount makes it very easy for me to modify this and to use it with all the different soft boxes and things that I already own. It's got a 7-inch reflector on it right now. But there's a lot of different things we can put on there. We're going to talk about a couple of those here in a second. We've got the head that has a cable that runs into a control box. The control box is able to dial this up and down. Right now we have it on its lowest setting and it can go up to 100%. That's a powerful light. It really is a powerful light. And we also have a battery plate. So I have it on here for an Anton Bauer battery, or you can put a V-mount battery on the back. So they can be ran on battery, or you can plug them in and run them on AC as well. So you got both those versions. The nice thing about having this control panel is if you put this light up and you're going to use it in a scene or overhead or boom it or whatever, your controls are all back on this control panel that's away from the head. And now I can change the battery here, I can change the power here. I don't have to get up there and move it to try to work on the light. The control panel has an antenna, which means that from a remote, you can control these in groups. You can put 2 or 3 on the same channel, and you can lower them and raise the power. Like if you have them on a backdrop or something, you can raise and lower them together from a remote, which makes those very useful. That's a very useful item. So there's our basic light setup. But now for the power of the light. This is always the thing that's most important to me, and that is how much power does the light really give us? Well, the only way to determine that is to use a light meter and to test the light. I mean, everyone has different circumstances they're working in. Manufacturer will say one thing, somebody will say another. So for me, I just get 6 feet away from the light, 6 feet away from the LED. I put my ISO at 320, 60th of a second, and I take a meter reading. On this light, I got 5.6, which is a very powerful light. I will always refer to this as my 6-foot test. How much exposure do we get at 6 feet at 320 ISO? So there you go, 5.6. It is fascinating, and it's one of the things I think is so interesting. If I take off this Bowens mount here, and I put on a Fresnel adapter that Aperture also makes, this Fresnel adapter now takes that and it focuses the light. We've got 12 to 42 degree. At 12 degrees, this thing is crazy bright. It's F16 in the center. Get a nice center hot spot on it that is going to be F16. When I bring it back to 42 degrees, I get F11. So I picked up 2 stops with the Fresnel adapter that we put on here, which is really important to know if you want to get a nice focused kind of area of light. It also gives you a ring you can put barn doors and things on, so you can modify it even further. Now, they are a single source LED, which means they're bright and punchy, but that also means they're pretty hard and contrasty. So that means you really have to modify them. So the CRI on this light is in the 95 range, which means the color is clean, the color is good. So why do I think this light is worthwhile? I'll tell you why. Because for $640, you get a light that is true color, powerful, and very easy to modify. That's why I think they're worthwhile. They're super light. It's easy to put a kit of these together, 3 or 4 of these in a kit that you can haul with you to take it on location, to do whatever you need to do. It's kind of the old rule of thumb with still photography, and that is that we used to have a strobe head, and then you modified it to do different things, hard to soft. The film industry has always been about a different light for each use. You know, get a light for that, get a light for this. Well, this is a light that does all of those things because you can modify it and change it and be able to adapt it to the different uses on set. So I think it's just a multi-use light on set at a very good price point, and that's why I like these lights. Just to be clear, Aperture not a sponsor here of the Slanted Lens, but I've been using their lights since they came out with the tungsten version and now the daylight version on set. I love them on set. They really fulfill a need that I have there, and I think you'll find that they will for you as well. So check them out. So if you have thoughts about it, if you bought one of these, share them with us in the comments. Let's hear what you're thinking of this light and how it's working for you on set. If you're going to buy one, make sure you buy it through one of our affiliate links and keep us alive here at the Slanted Lens so we can keep bringing great content for you. So there's my thoughts about the Aperture light. Great company, great set of lights, so keep those cameras rolling, keep on clicking. If you've not signed up for our business coaching class, it's time to take a look at what the materials there can do for you. We've got 16 hours of materials that will help you to change the direction of your business, organize it, and get new clients. We also have once a month you get to mentor with me, where you call in, we'll talk about the issues you're facing and help you overcome them and help you to move forward. So go to theslanterlens.com and sign up for our business coaching class today. Let me help you out. Don't forget to subscribe to the Slanted Lens. Like us on Facebook. Tell your mother about us. Tell your mother's mother about us.